President and CEO of Rejoice Financial, Alexander Joyce, is here. Good to have you. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Tracy.
Well, let's define financial for people who are being introduced to you.
Sure.
It's a word that has a broad meaning. You could probably interview 100 people, get 100 answers when they hear the word financial. So what's under your specific umbrella?
Retirement planning. Short, sweet, simple, right?
Okay.
I mean, it's the glory years, right?
Yeah.
In helping people really define what retirement really is and what their goals truly are.
But I'm guessing you run across most people who aren't thinking about it early enough.
Exactly right.
Okay.
Exactly right.
We got millennials in this room right now that should probably
Yeah.
be thinking about it, right?
Right. Exactly.
All
Exactly.
of a sudden, you're looking at those years and, oh, I'm not ready for it.
Sure. We see that a lot, you know, and one of the things I really wanted to touch on is longevity planning, truly, and what that really means in terms of most people, when they hit retirement, it's like a Saturday every day, right? It's like, you know, so
yeah.
So it's you know, it's truly a time to spend and spend down the money and truly a way to coach really and define what that really is and how to really show our clients or our individuals what retirement is.
So longevity and long-term care, what specifically should we be thinking about? Is it different based on your age, where you are, 20s, 30s, 40s?
It should be, and
Okay.
we think that I think that it should be really discussed in the beginning process of retirement, right? So, you know, the question of how much do I need in terms of,
Right.
do I have enough in terms of, am I going to outlive my money? Because long-term care is one of the things that, you know, it's kind of in the back of your mind, but you don't really think about it. You don't want to think.
I was going to say,
You don't want to think
people
about it.
forget thinking about it. Certainly not even talk about
Exactly.
it. But who do we need to include, other than a financial expert? How big should our ring from our family and friends be about this?
Sure, I think it's a sit-down discussion, whether it's, you know, it's kind of at the dinner table, and you know, for many people it's real because they've lived through it with their parents.
Sure.
And
Right.
it's kind of a, I wish I would have. You know what I mean, Tracy? So it's a conversation that really needs to be had, and I think that from a financial planning perspective or a retirement planning perspective, I think it's something that we truly need to do a better job coaching our clients through as well.
Well, I would imagine that the better planning that you do, the more prepared you'll be, and then you will have more options when that
Exactly
long-term care. You don't want to be forced into a decision because of limitations for not thinking it through.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
Nobody
So
ever.
you-
Wait, hang on. He just said exactly right to me. I'm just gonna bask in that for a
Yeah,
couple of seconds.
you're right.
It's such
Wallow
a
in that
rare
one, so-
thing. So
Yeah.
So how do we begin? Because people, well, I need this to live on, but this, or they just a lot of people probably just assume
should be-
best case scenario.
you know
Oh,
what?
that won't happen to me. But
That's a great question. I mean, it should be the approach that we rely on. I can't speak for all planners, right, Tracy?
Sure,
but
sure.
the approach we use is, you know, it's the basis of financial planning or retirement planning should be covering what you need, right?
Right.
Or you know, covering your expenses, funding your lifestyle is what I call it. And then it's you approaching longevity planning in terms of estate planning, right?
Okay.
What
Right.
happens if I died today? Nobody wants to think about that.
Sure.
What is the impact of my wealth, and do I trust so and so or my kids, or you know, it could be a second or third marriage. Then of course it's the nursing home question, right? Do I
Right.
have enough,
Right.
or because you know, for most people there's a fear about living your money, but it's you know, when and how, and because Medicare, as we know, is no lifestyle.
Right, exactly.
Medicaid, excuse me, but
we're running out of time. We talk about this
Sure.
forever. But should that conversation at the dinner table, should a conversation with a financial planner like you happen first, so that conversation can be navigated to even know how to approach it?
absolutely,
Okay.
you should be coached to proper. You know, you should know. Most people don't know what they don't know.
Right,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? So at least take some notes, you know, with myself or with a financial advisor that you know, like, and trust, believe in.
Sure.
So you know what you're talking
So
about.
you're
educated.
informed, and then you can have. So that discussion doesn't have to be a downer necessarily.
It doesn't.
No. Awesome. Website information. Where can people get a hold of it?
RejoiceFinancial.com.
How
right?
easy is that? We'll put the link on IndyStyle.tv. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
All right, Laura.